Cracking, everybody? New video. First of all, I apologize for my green screen. We're having some technical difficulties right now, but things will get greater later, right? So I wanted to put out this video, and I'll be honest with you guys. I know some of you guys are like, oh, this whole thing, it's old already. Let it go, let it go, let it go. No, I'm not right now. I'm not gonna let it go because I know that that's what a lot of people would like. Let me tell you something. What are the two most powerful? Who are the two most powerful minority groups in the United States of America? I'll give you guys a second to think about that. Which two minority groups are the most powerful? They get, I'm gonna answer it. You know what? Let me just answer it. The two most powerful, the two loudest, most heard minority groups are the blacks and the gays. I know some of people, oh, how are you gonna put gay? That's a minority group, that they're recognized as a minority. Let me take that off, it's hot. They're recognized as a minority group, okay? Why is it that those two groups are recognized and so well represented in this country? In the media, in movies, on television, in radio. Why is it? You know why? Because anything that they felt was a slight to them, they marched, they hit them streets. They made their voices heard. And I commend them for that. That's very commendable. And so this whole thing that's going on right now with people trying to silence, basically silence the raza. You know, that edited clip was one thing. Power 106 taking down, doing what they did. It's a concerted effort to keep this group, people that look like me, and you look like this, you look, I'm raza, period, right? Accept it. But they do not want us to have a voice. They do not want us to look. I say this a lot, man, to people when I talk to them. The raza, as far as minorities are concerned, we're at the bottom. Nobody has to worry about the raza. Let me tell you something. Let me give you like an analogy, I guess you could say. So back when raza, back in the days, raza were coming over, let's say 50 years ago, right? Let's just say that time frame, 50 years ago. When raza would come over, they would work hard and they would stay quiet. And their bosses would disrespect them. People in the streets would disrespect them. Remember, raza got done really dirty also, right? People tend to forget that. But they were treated very disrespectfully, very dishonorably. And you know what those people did, those paisas that came over? They kept their mouth shut, they kept their head down, and they focused. They wanted to provide for their families. That's why they were here. That's why they came. But you know what happened? They had sons and daughters. And their sons and daughters saw what their mom and dad were having to go through, being disrespected. And they watched in frustration. They didn't understand their mom and dad's humility. And those kids, those sons and daughters, became cholos and cholas. We were the ones where a lot of paisas are like, oh, the Chicanos are nothing but troublemakers. They don't work hard like us. But you know what it was? We didn't like seeing our people treated like that. We didn't want to be treated the way our mom and dad were, right? Or our grandma and grandpa were, whatever the case may be. And say, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna stand up. They're not gonna do that to me. Well, guess what? I'm almost 50 years old. Just about everybody you see that has a platform right now is almost 50 years old. We are that generation that say, fuck that. I'm gonna stand up for mine. Get on my back. Let me make the way for you. And that's what's happening right now. When I see other minority groups on YouTube saying that we should just let it go, nah. That's what they expect of us. Hard workers, quiet, humble. Nah, man. We don't need to react with violence. But you see, here's the thing. Hollywood wouldn't let us in, right? For the most part. Radio wouldn't let us in, right? For the most part. But you know what? We got YouTube. We got YouTube. We make our own way. So when people see, and they think, oh, well, they're just circling the wagons and protecting each other. Hey, man, we are known. Those that know us know. We check our people if they're wrong. But if they're right, ain't nothing gonna happen. We're gonna ride with them. And I'm not talking about what, if anybody feels disrespected by what Gil said, Gil has apologized. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we have multiple platforms. Now, Raza have multiple platforms, successful platforms. We shouldn't be silenced. We're not going to be. We're late to the party, man. We are that minority that stayed humble. We're that minority where we're becoming the majority, though. That's scary to a lot of people. And I'm not talking about our brothers and sisters in the African American community, in the black community. Nah, they're not worried about it. It's those that keep us in these communities that are worried about it, right? For us to finally say, you know what, we're gonna fight, but we're gonna fight with this, and we're gonna fight with this. The time for picking up guns and pushing our way into places, that's over with, that's a dummy move. That's exactly what they want. Our two communities, man, the black and brown community, taking advantage of YouTube, taking advantage of this opportunity, networking with each other, picking each other up. Come on, let's do this. Just think about that. When I get heat, hey, Holmes, why are you involving the blacks? They don't give a fuck about us. Let that go. We are going to make our lane. We are going to be heard. Those that stand with us when it's a struggle, they're going to party with us when everything's all good, right? That's what it's all about. The world is upside down right now. There's so many things going on that don't make no fucking sense. And you know why? It's part of a plan. It's part of a plan to make sure the have-nots have even less. Over the last couple years, the rich have become grotesquely richer while the poor get poorer. But YouTube is the way that we connect with each other. We converse with each other. We lift each other up. We show each other like, hey, Holmes, it's going to be all good. But if we just listen to these voices that are saying, let that shit go already, where are we going to be? I could easily make content about nothing. I'll get a little bit of money out of YouTube ads for it, right? But that's not fulfilling me. I've said it before. I told the board when I went up for parole that I did not want my greatest impact, my biggest impact on the world to be that I was a killer or I was a gangster. Nah, there's nothing impressive about that. Anybody can be a killer. Not everybody can be a gangster. They can try, but not everybody can be a killer. I mean, excuse me, anybody can be a killer. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Not everybody can be a gangster. Anybody can kill something, right? But how many people put in the effort? Man, I get hated on all the time. All of us that are making content, we get hated on all the time. Regardless of how much good we want to do, there's those individuals that are like, fuck you, you're a hater, you're a racist, this and that. Hey, homie, get out of the way. Your negativity does not affect me, and that's why I wanted to make this video, man. I just wanted to, let people know why I'm staying on this the way I am. I'm gonna mix other things in, but I think the time for not just this community, but especially the raza, the time for us to, be quiet, put our head down and work hard. Part of that is still necessary, the work hard part. But listen, we got a way in right now. We have a way to bring ourselves up to the forefront, to add to this, imagine our two communities being on a level playing field with those that keep us in these communities. The possibilities are endless, right? We start taking destiny into our own hands. That's all I'm trying to do. Who knows how much longer I got to live, right? But these videos are gonna last forever. Every one of us content creators that's trying to make a positive impact on the world, when we're dead and gone, these videos will be here. These videos are meant to motivate people. And while I do, have a big focus on my gente and my people, I always involve the black community. You guys hear me all the time. And you guys hear me mentioning the poor whites because they're stuck in the same neighborhoods with us. And that's why I trip out, it's not the white man doing this to us. It's a select group that are behind the scenes doing this to us, man. Adam, you might be related to a lot of them. But anyways, we're done talking about him like that until he puts Tariq Nasheed on his show in a couple days, and believe that everybody's gonna be watching. And I'll definitely be watching Adam. Regardless of what Tariq Nasheed has to say, I'm gonna be watching Adam. And it's gonna be interesting, right? I think a lot of you are already starting to see who Adam is and what he is. But that's what he is. That's what he does. This video is to just let you guys know the reason why I'm still on this. The reason why I'm not gonna just, all right, fuck it, let's just move on to something else. I can do other videos and get views and get my money. But this is important, man. And I want you guys to know, bear with me. Bear with all of these platforms. We are not taking our foot off the neck. We want to be heard. We're making a way, and we're including everyone with us that wants to be with us. This isn't just a brown thing. This is a people of color thing. This is a have-nots thing. We can't have these people consistently making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of our lives and our stories, our struggles and our triumphs. Take advantage of YouTube. Tell your own stories. Keep the money in your family. Adam's family got enough money. With that, I'm out.